Welcome to another ER100, and today we're going to be talking about growing a company, but more importantly, don't fear pullbacks when it comes to growing a business. Now, there's something I learned recently this last couple of 2 months of one of the subscription businesses that I'm currently running, and basically the thing that was holding me back, or I kind of was a little bit fearful, was when the company was dipping in the amount of subscribers we have, right? People were unsubscribed, people were basically leaving the services. Now, I did make a video that, well, literally that week it was happening, was a video that I ended up making on ER100. It was called basically a solution to a problem. You can go watch that one, and I want to go dive it a little bit deeper and kind of get more business about it. So basically, a pullback in business is basically where, let's say for example, you grow by 10 customers and then you fall down by 3 customers, okay? You're basically going back a little bit, or maybe even fall back down to 5 customers. And now the reason why a pullback is very important for a business to grow is because you're building a foundation as you're growing. You don't want to, a lot of people usually have this kind of misconception that a hockey stick growth in the beginning is a very good thing. It's actually really not, because you've not quite built your foundation for your company and you're not quite sure where things are working the best. So if you grow too fast, then you end up finding a big problem later in the development of the company, and now you have like lots of customers, a lot of users. You don't want to face a lot of issues there. So instead, what a business usually, if you look at Amazon, for example, actually, if you look at Amazon's growth from Q1, really, actually, even if you look at the growth from 98, somewhere around there, to 2001, it jumped really high up, and then it went basically right back down to where it started, close to where it started, right? Now, that did not stop Amazon from becoming a huge company. They were able to do a pullback, but they were able to grow from that. And even if you look at the Amazon kind of revenue earnings, for people like looking at charts like that, you can be able to see Amazon was going up and then pulling back down slightly, then going up again, pulling back down slightly, until recently it had the highest earnings ever. So even big companies do pull back time to time. Now, what do you do when the company's pulling back? What do you do when your company's losing a couple customers here and there, or even a lot of customers? The biggest thing to do is find out where the problem is and stop trying to scale your business when you have a problem. Make sure when you're pulling back, make sure you're also grounding yourself to understand what the customers really want. Now, recently, for example, in the subscription business, we sent out a survey to all our customers, and we're like, hey, what do you like about what's working right now? Now, in our head, in our techie head, we were like, hey, if we launch an Android and iOS app, that's what customers really want. We found out over 70% of them don't care for that. So just imagine if we were about to execute on something, spend thousands of dollars, months of development, and then we found out the customers didn't even care about it. That's the whole importance of a pullback. You're able to ground yourself and you're able to find out what's working and what's not working. And now we're able to collect ourselves and be like, okay, there's no need for us to scale too fast right now. We need to build that foundation where we can be able to last long in the market. And that's the whole importance of having a pullback in your business. So basically, don't be afraid of pullbacks when it comes to running a company. You should actually love them and actually find ways to have fun with them, because it's the best time for you to innovate and experiment and be able to actually scale better. And when you're building a foundation on those pullbacks, it basically means that, hey, you might have started with 10 customers, you went up, pulled back down to 5, and then you went up again to 15, and now you're back down to 10, and you're able to grow like that and build kind of a base foundation, so you can be able to be like, hey, you know what, for the next 5 years, I know the business is gonna be able to bring at least $250,000 a year. That's your foundational cash flow. And of course, you wanna expand above millions and etc. That's kind of what a pullback is. I hope it made sense, because personally for me, it was kind of a hurdle for me this week when I'm doing some business planning here. And it's very important for you to kind of pull back a little bit and kind of get grounded and know what's working, what's not working in your company, and then be able to scale from that and grow from that, and you can be able to grow. So just because you're losing customers here and there does not mean your business is not gonna grow. It actually means you're kind of cutting off the people who are really not your core demographic. You're able to focus on the main demographic, and also you're able to find out why do those guys leave, so you can make sure you can be able to build a better foundation. Okay, so anyway, thanks for watching the video. Hope you loved it and enjoyed it, and hope you learned something from it. If you have further questions, make sure to inbox me on Facebook. That's where I reply the fastest, or if you comment on YouTube, does work as well. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on another ER100 episode.